Hello, everyone. This is the Sports Prophet. I just want to talk a little bit about this weekend opening round in the NFL playoffs briefly. Have four games going on. The first one being the Kansas City Chiefs going to Houston, where Kansas City won 27-20 in week one against Houston. This game here, most people are going with the Chiefs. I'm going to go out on a limb a little bit with most of the betting public. Vegas wasn't built for losing, so there's usually always going to be at least one game that goes the opposite way of what the public is saying, and I think that it's going to be this game between the Chiefs and the Texans. Don't go out and bet your house on the game, but for good recreational betting purposes, I am going with the Texans at +4. Spread's currently 3.5. Say buy the hook to get it to 4. Overall, you've got two teams that are almost mirror images of each other. The Texans have been really hot. Both teams have been really hot the last down the stretch. The Texans are giving up about 13 points a game, as well as the Chiefs. Ever since the Chiefs started off 2-5, and the Texans started off the Texans started off 2-5. The Chiefs started off 1-5. Excuse me. Ever since then, both teams have been really hot. However, I really like what Bill O'Brien's been doing. I've been watching the Chiefs and the Texans both, and I think that the Texans are going to get a little creative in their play calling, and I think that they're going to pull out a win. I think it's going to come down to turnovers, and I actually think, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that Brian Hoyer will do a good job managing the game. I'm going to go with the Texans 20-16 in this game, so I'm betting on the Texans. Moving along pretty quickly here, looking at the late game on Saturday, you have Pittsburgh going at Cincinnati. A lot of people were looking at this Bengals in this one too, but you got to go with the Steelers on this. I'm not going to bet against the Steelers. I watch a lot of AFC North football. I'm not going to go against the Steelers with the Bengals. It'd be great. I personally would love to see the taking money out of the equation. I'd love to see the Bengals win. They haven't won a playoff game since 1990. The Steelers have been there before, all their Super Bowl championships, but I'm just not going to bet A.J. McCarron over Ben Roethlisberger. I know D'Angelo Williams is banged up and not going to play. I know Steelers' running game is banged up, but I'm betting on Big Ben. I'm definitely strongly going to go with the Steelers on this one, definitely wagering on this one. Both games I'm going with one unit, but I'm going with the Steelers in this game, 27-17. So that's how I feel about the NFL playoff games for Saturday. And I'll come in a little bit later with some thoughts on my on the games for Sunday.